Hey, it's July 7th, 2012, and the thing that's been most on my mind to talk about in terms of being a caregiver for someone with Alzheimer's is medications. Um, when I went to pick up my mother to bring her to live with me in October, she came with an enormous bag full of medications. This used to be a lot fuller. Um, and I didn't really question it. I mean, the doctor, that's what they prescribed her, and that's what the nursing home was giving her, so I figured that's what she needed. Um, I had the list. There were 8 altogether. This is the schedule they gave me. Acetaminophen as needed. Bupropion, which is depression medication, I think, once a day in the morning. Carvedilol for blood pressure twice a day. Clearlax powder, which is, like X-Lax, once in the morning. Exelon patch, which is a Alzheimer's medication, kind of a cocktail, that is also given with 10 milligrams of Namenda, that is twice a day each. And lorazepam, which is like Ativan, anti-anxiety med, and simvastatin once a day for cholesterol. So, when she came, for a couple months, I just kind of dutifully followed the schedule and gave her all her meds. But when she got enrolled in hospice, I learned the term comfort care, which I guess I had heard before, but hadn't really thought of applying to her, and then realized it does. Comfort care is basically just using, medications or any kind of medical interventions which, provide comfort only, but not to necessarily prolong life or prevent disease. I don't know if that's the official definition, but it's my definition, so whatever. So something that had always been in the back of my mind is that she has a terminal disease. It's a long one. It's very long. It can be anywhere from 1 year to 5 years to 20. People can live with this. But it is terminal. There's no cure, and stemming any other kind of illness or accident, that's what they're going to die from. They're going to forget to breathe one day. And that'll be it. So, considering this to be a terminal disease, this list of medications, excuse my French, but is fucking retarded. Okay? There's no reason for her to be on cholesterol medication. There's no reason for her to be on Clearlax powder. She goes to the bathroom just fine. There's no reason her to be on blood pressure medication. I mean, 95% of this was absolutely ridiculous. But I was afraid to say anything because I thought that me saying that meant that I wanted her to die of something else. But that's actually kind of true. And it sounds horrible to say, I guess. But I talked to the nurses and home health aides who take care of people who are much more advanced than my mother, who are lying on their backs in bed, who can't move, who need a feeding tube, who can't speak at all. And is that really how I want her to go? No, absolutely not. My greatest wish for her is her just to go in her sleep. You know, whether it's her blood pressure or a stroke or something that is quick and doesn't prolong this life for years and years and years. Because I think that's cool. So I'm getting kind of telling this topsy-turvy, but basically I learned to use my voice to be her advocate, because that's really what I was doing. I spoke to her doctor, I spoke to the hospice case manager, and I was actually pleasantly surprised that they agreed with me, and I didn't get the pushback that I was sort of expecting. I guess I sort of have a pessimistic view of the healthcare profession, just because of all the, insurance companies and basically the state of America's healthcare right now. I was expecting them to say, oh no, we have to keep her all on this, maybe mainly to cover their own asses. But I was wrong, and I'm glad I spoke up. And maybe it's because her primary care physician is Indian and has a different perspective, but that's neither here nor there. He agreed with me. He took her off everything except for Ativan for anxiety, which I consider to be a comfort care thing, and Tylenol for pain. So we went from this, which used to be bigger, as I said, to this, which I think is wonderful. And again, I'm not a medical health professional. Everyone's situation is different. You need to make, your own decisions after speaking with, your family or your doctor or, social worker, and come up with the best plan for you. But I guess my main point is just to use your voice and question, question, question all the time. Don't just hear what the doctor has to say and just go with it. You have to question all the time, do research, talk to other people who've been through it, and use your voice and be your person that you care for's advocate. That's really important. So that is it for today. I'm going to think of another interesting topic for tomorrow. Again, if you are a caregiver of someone living with Alzheimer's and you have a question for me, I will sincerely try to answer it for you. If you have a comment or you just want to bitch about your situation, that's fine too. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.